Hello students, hope all of you are fine. So again today I'm here with a video on biodiversity and conservation. So today we'll discuss about importance of species diversity to the ecosystem. Ecologists they believe that communities where more species tend to be more stable than those with less species, and this was confirmed by David Tillman. Okay, so several ecologists they carry out their studies. Okay, and according to their studies it was believed that if the diversity of the species is more in particular area than the species, the stability of that ecosystem will be more, and if the species diversity is less, then the stability of that particular ecosystem will be less. Okay, now what are the various characteristics of the stable community? Okay, if when we say that a community is stable, productivity, okay, should not vary too much from year to year. If we can say an ecosystem is stable only if the productivity in that particular area or ecosystem does not vary too much from year to year. Slight variation could be there, but too much of variation should not be there. It should be resistant to occasional natural and man-made disturbances. If there is any disturbance, even then, if the ecosystem remain constant, undisturbed, and it remain resistant to that, okay, then it is referred as the stable ecosystem. Next we have is it should be resistant to the invasion by alien species. Now, any foreign species, if it is introduced in particular area, then it should be resistant to that. That means it should not allow the alien species to prevail or to exist in that particular area. If these conditions are fulfilled, then we can say the ecosystem is stable. Importance of biodiversity for survival of species can be explained by the hypothesis which is called Ribet-Popper hypothesis, and this Ribet-Popper hypothesis was proposed by Paul Ehrlich. Okay, according to this hypothesis, the ecosystem to be airplane and the species to be ribbed, joining all the parts together. In an airplane, that is ecosystem, all parts are joined together using thousands of rivets, that is the species. Okay, that means ecosystem are joined together by the species. If every passenger traveling in it starts popping a rivet to take home, that is causing a species to become extinct, it may not affect flight safety, that is the proper functioning of the ecosystem initially in the beginning, but it as more and more rivets. What is rivet here? Species. If more and more species are removed, then the plane becomes dangerously weak. That is, the ecosystem becomes dangerously weak over a period of time. Furthermore, which rivet is removed may also be critical. That is, if which species is removed from that particular area, that is also very important. Okay, loss of rivets on the wings, that is the key species that drive major ecosystem function, is obviously more serious threat to flight safety than those of a few rivets on the seat or the window inside the plane. Here it means if we say main main rebate, that is main species like plants, if they are removed, or in case of aeroplane, if we remove the pilot, then the air safety come in the danger as compared to the species which have less significance. Okay, although all the species they have their own role in the ecosystem, even then the some species they have very crucial role in the ecosystem. Now let's discuss about the loss of biodiversity. Now it is caused by overpopulation, okay, urbanization and industrialization. Okay, these are the main factors which cause the loss of biodiversity. Now colonization of tropical Pacific island by human has led to extinction of more than 2000 species of native birds. Now 15,500 species are facing the threat of extinction worldwide. At present, 31% of gymnosperm, 32% of amphibians, 12% of the bird species, and 23% of mammals, they face the threat of extinction. Not only this, some recently extinct species are dodo, that is the Mauritius, then quagga in Africa, then thylacine in Australia, Stella's sea cow in Russia, and three reasons and three tiger species, that is in Bali, Java, and Caspians. Okay, there are various species of the tiger, and out of that, three species from Bali, Java, and Caspian they have extinct recently. Loss in biodiversity in a region may lead to decrease in the plant production, okay, less resistance to the environmental disturbance such as drought, okay, then there will be increased variability in the ecosystem process like plant productivity, water use, pest and disease cycle. Now these are the various outcomes which may occur due to the loss of biodiversity. If we take evidences from the history, okay, we and through the fossil record we learn that large scale loss of species like one we are currently witnessing have happened earlier also, even before human appeared on the scene. Okay, that means before the appearance of the human also the mass extinction of the species has taken place on the earth during the long period, that is about more than 3 billion years ago. Since the origin of the species, diversification of the life on earth were 5 episodes of mass extinction of the species has taken place. How is the 6th extinction presently in the progress different from the previous episodes? Now, the difference that we are witnessing now is the rate. The current species extinction rate is estimated to be 100 to 1000 times faster than in the pre-human times, and our activities are responsible for the faster rate of extinction of the species. Ecologists they are warning that if present trend of species extinction continue, nearly half of all the species on earth might be wiped out within the next 100 years. That means the next 100 year, within next 100 year, half of our species might be lost. Now, dear children, let's discuss causes of the biodiversity loss. Now, the four major causes of biodiversity loss are also known as the evil quarters. Okay, now one of them is habitat loss and fragmentation, other is over exploitation, then alien or exotic species invasion, and co-extinctions. These are the four major causes of the biodiversity loss. Now, habitat loss and fragmentation is the destruction of the habitat is primary, okay, cause of extinction of the species, because for constructing roads, for constructing buildings, malls, okay, shopping complex, the destruction of the fauna flora is done, and along with flora the habitat is lost of that of the fauna. Now, tropical rainforest initially covered 14% of the land surface of the earth, but now the cover is only 6% of the land area. It is a major concern. Okay, tropical forest, okay, rainforest, it was contributing 14% of the land cover initially, and now it is only 6%, that is not half, also less than half percent of the rain forest is present now. Amazon rainforest, that is called the lungs of the planet, is being cut and cleared for cultivation of soya bean and for conversion into the grassland for raising the beef cattle. Now, another problem that is arising is for the survival, human being is clearing the forest for cultivating the grain, or for rearing of the for creating grassland for raising their cattles. Next is when large size habitat are broken or fragmented due to human settlement, buildings, roads, digging of canals, etc., the population of animal requiring large territories and some animals with migratory habitats, they decline. Okay, if we start to bound the animals in a small area, then the diversity will be affected. Okay, next we have is the over exploitation. Now, when biological system is over exploited by man for natural resources, it results in degradation and extinction of the resources. Anything in excess is very dangerous. Now, some of the example of overexploitation is Teller's sea cow, passenger pigeon, and many marine fishes. They were overexploited. Now, this is because of our greed. Okay, now many species extinction in last 500 years, Taylor sea cow, passenger pigeon, were due to overexploitation by human. Okay, presently marine fishes population around the world are over harvested, endangering the continued existence of some commercially important species. Now, next we have is the alien or exotic species invasion. When alien species are introduced unintentionally or deliberately for whatever purpose, some of them turn invasive. That means they are out of control and they cause decline or extinction of indigenous species. Some of the plant species, okay, like water hyacinth, which is not indigenous, that is exotic variety, they have over exploited the indigenous varieties. They do not allow the growth of that particular local or indigenous variety of the crop or species. The Nile perch, introduced into the Lake of Victoria in East Africa, led to eventually extinction of an ecologically unique assemblage of more than 200 species of cichlid fish in the lake. See, introduction of one species led to extinction of 200 species of fish in the Lake Victoria in East Africa. Now, you must be familiar with the environmental damage that is caused and threat posed by Parthenium, which is also known as Gajar Ghas, okay, Lantana, and water hyacinth, that is Ecornia. The recent illegal introduction of African catfish, that is the Claris garipineus, for aquaculture purpose, is posing a threat to indigenous catfish in our rivers because they do not support the survival of indigenous varieties. Now next we have is the co-extinction. Now when a species become extinct, the plant and the animal species associated with it in an obligatory way also become extinct. When a host fish species become extinct, its unique assemblage of parasite also meet the same fate. That means if there is one species and there is assemblage of various parasites in it, then it will lead to extinction of those parasites along with that host. Another example in case of co-evolved plant pollinator mutualism, where extinction of one invariably leads to the extinction of the other. For example, if pollinators are not present, then the plants will also extinct because their pollination transfer of the pollen grain will not take place and ultimately will lead to the zero production of the seeds and the death of the plant and no more growth of the plant. Now in our next audio and video, we'll discuss about the reasons for biodiversity conservation, why we need to conserve the biodiversity. For today we conclude.